Get comfortable if you aren't yet. Close your eyes. Asif. Everyone close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale. And another deep breath in. Just relax. Feel your body getting really heavy, sinking into your chair. Just slowly breathe. Let your shoulders drop. Let your arms open and rest to your legs. Completely light. Feel your body sinking. With your eyes closed, I want you to picture yourself on a beautiful beach. Could be one that you've been to before, or maybe one you've always wanted to go to. I want you to see yourself there. Hear the sound of the waves crashing in front of you. Feel your feet in the hot sand. Wiggle your toes and feel the warmth of the sand. Feel the sun shining on your face. It brings you peace to be here. You're calm, relaxed. You're exactly where you want to be. Not a worry in the world. Take a look at the horizon in front of you. There's empty space, blue sky, and from the distance, out far in the distance, you see a small dot. And the dot appears to be moving towards you. See it getting a little bit closer. The dot's starting to get bigger and bigger. And it appears to be coming towards you. You're filled with excitement and anticipation as it gets closer and closer. And it's looking bigger now, and you can kind of make out what it is. And it looks to be some type of flying machine, almost like a helicopter. But on the bottom of the helicopter, the flying machine, you can see a big bubble, a glass bubble. And it looks like somebody is sitting inside of the bubble. As it approaches closer and closer, you recognize the person inside. It looks like you. The flying machine is approaching, and now you can see it is you. And it comes down to land on the beach, right next to where you're sitting. You look in amazement as you step out of the bubble. The person who steps out is clearly you, but there's something much, much different. You look healthier, wiser, more peaceful. You look so much more confident. Look and observe yourself. What are you wearing? How are you standing? Seems like you're a lot more upright, standing tall and proud. You seem so much happier than you could ever remember. And now your future self extends their hand and invites you to come into the bubble, to step into the glass bubble with you. It's clear that this is you in the future. 1 year from now, you step into the flying machine and it starts to take off. You look behind you and the beach you were sitting on becomes further and further. And now below you, you see a vast ocean. But on the ocean, there's a timeline. You look down and you see bands. And what you notice is you're passing and flying into your future. You slowly pass October, and then November, and you're flying into your future. In each of the months below you, you see ripples and waves emanating from your timeline. And you recognize that each of these ripples represent moments of impact in the future that haven't happened yet. Each of these ripples are people that you've impacted and lives that you've impacted. You pass December, and January, and February. And as you notice, you see you're flying towards land and approaching a tall building. March. And April. May. June and July. August. September. And as you pass September of 2024, the helicopter approaches land, and you see a building in front of you. And it's the tallest building on land. And the helicopter approaches the building and lands on the top, slowly. And your future self invites you to step out onto the roof of the building. You follow along. And go to the corner of the building where you see a door. You walk into the door and head down a flight of stairs that leads to the very top floor of the building. You enter the floor and see a wide open room. And the first thing you see when you enter the room are faces of people that you know in your life. Your family's there, your friends, your partner, everybody that has been with you your whole life, that you love, are there. And they're all smiling. They have huge smiles on their faces to welcome you into the room. You also see some colleagues from your company. You see your boss, and you see people you work with. And you even see some of your customers. And they all are so grateful and happy to see you. Notice how each of them are looking at you. Look at their faces and feel their joy. They are so grateful and proud of you because of everything you've done over the past year. As if to say, thank you. Thank you for stepping up and showing up so big. Thank you for everything you've done. We knew you can do it. We knew all along that you had it in you. We believed in you since the beginning. We had your back. These are the people who've loved you unconditionally and have been so patient with you. And now they all know it was worth it because of who you've become. Take it all in. They're so happy because you've impacted them through the work you've done over the past year, through how you've shown up. You see the face of your biggest client that you've been pursuing. And they're looking at you with honor. It's an honor. Thank you. Thank you for the help that you've given us. Your family is so proud because of how you've provided for them in the past year, how you've shown up. Now you observe and you notice that there are pictures all around the office. Look at these pictures. These are all pictures of you and the impactful moments that you've had over the past year. Moments of adventure, moments of love and joy, moments of connection, and moments of accomplishment. There is so much to celebrate, and everybody is there for you because you have arrived. Your future self then calls you to walk with them to an office in the corner, past the open space. You open the door, and you see glass windows all around you with beautiful views of the skyline and city. Your future self sits across from you at the desk and invites you to sit down. And then it dawns upon you, this is your desk in your office. And your future self is smiling as he opens a drawer in the desk and takes out a folder and hands it for you to open. You open the folder and you see a series of reports. And the reports are all related to your sales number and your personal income over the past year. The first report shows how much you sold over the last 12 months. Notice that number and let it sink in. The next page is your earnings and how much you made. All along you knew you could do it, and now it's finally happened. Let the numbers sink in and soak it all in. You have achieved everything you thought you could and so much more. And you're excited about the numbers. But what you're way more excited about is what they represent. They represent you reaching your full potential. And it's far beyond what you ever thought was possible. You had to show up completely different to get these results. You had to be all in every day and give it your all in service of your customers and helping them succeed at their highest level. You had to drop all those habits that were holding you back and lean into the things that you knew you could do all along. You had to solve your customers' biggest problems. And this number represents the value you've brought to other people. All this was possible because of how you served and how you showed up for others. Finally, your future self hands you a note and puts it in an envelope and says, don't open this until you get back to the beach. This note contains within it the secret to how you did all of this. It's a message from your future self, which they want you to open, but not yet. Your future self stands up and embraces you, gives you a big hug. And the two of you cry and embrace each other with tears of joy as you feel each other's love and support from your future self who's got your back. This is the person you've always wanted to be. And you've arrived, and it's beautiful. The both of you head back to the office, into the crowd of faces. You wave goodbye to your loved ones and your family. And you head up the stairs back to the roof. And together, you get back into the glass bubble. And you fly up, start heading back. And you pass each month. September, August, July, and June, May. As you head back to the past, April, March, February, January, December, and you see the beach you came from approaching from the horizon. You pass December, November, October, and you land onto the beach in that same spot you were sitting. And you step off, sit back down, and go back to the beach where you came from. And watch as your future self ascends into the sky and waves goodbye from the glass bubble. And then it dawns upon you, and you remember that there's an envelope in your pocket with a message in it. And you're ready. You're ready to open it. Because you want to know that number one thing, that secret that allowed you to do all of this. And so you open the message and you read it. What does it say? Repeat it to yourself in your mind. Now repeat it again. And repeat it again. Now say it out loud. Say it out loud.
When I get the slower you need to go, the more you need to trust.
Say it out loud again.
I know you want to get the slower you need to go, and the more you have to trust.
And slowly, when you're ready, start to come back into the space. When you're ready to open your eyes, you can. And without saying a word, I want everyone to take out your journals. We're not going to speak to anyone yet. Just grab your journal. And I want you to capture the moment. I want you to capture and write down what you experienced during that visualization. What did the note say? What number did you see for what you sold? How are people looking at you in that room? What was different about your future self? I want you to describe in as much detail as you can everything you experienced that was real, that already happened in your mind during this visualization. We're going to journal as long as we need to capture, because you want to write down exactly what happened.